This is the Dollemore Daily, and I'm Jesse Dollemore.
Cookie Fatty 666 looks like someone we know, a contest winner, in fact, with a super chat of £5. Mr. Dollemore, thanks for the hoodie. Oh yeah, contest winner. Does your love of the English Bulldog come from certain World War I battles? P.S. Feel free to use my real name, Andrew Swain. Yeah, I don't know. I've always liked Bulldogs, even before I was in the Marine Corps. So we had our elder statesman, Popeye the Bulldog, who died last summer. Not this summer that just passed, but prior, when we were in California. And we did just get a new puppy, Sweepy, the 8-month-old Dynamo Bulldog, who's running around here and making noise at every turn. Thanks for the super chat. I appreciate you very much. Occam's Razor, $20. Thank you so much. I'm a pragmatic progressive, also a 16-year Army vet. In my time in the Army, most enlisted I met were progressive, and quite a few officers were progressive, but people still think the military is conservative. Why? I only can base my opinion on whether the military is conservative on my own experience and then the experiences of those in my immediate orbit, my friends. I was enlisted. Most everyone I know in the Marine Corps was very conservative. In fact, at the time, I was very conservative. But I also know people in later life, people who were lieutenant colonels and colonels, majors in the Marine Corps and other services, who also recognize the conservative bent of the United States military. So it wasn't my experience to have a bunch of liberals all around me. That wasn't my experience. It is a varied, culturally representative, for the most part, I believe it is. But there is, again, the talk that gets talked about by conservatives is that they love the military, they support the troops, they love the veterans. And I think people are starting to wake up to the fact that that is not the truth, that wars that are started are at the hands of Republicans. Getting us out of Afghanistan was Joe Biden. That was a Democrat. That was liberal policy. When it comes time for the PACT Act, when it comes time for paying the debt that we owe our veterans, Republicans don't want to step up. Then it's all fiscal responsibility. But when you want to give a tax cut to billionaires and insane multimillionaires to the tune of $1.5 trillion deficits every single year, that's okay. But we can't pay for soldiers and airmen and sailors and Marines to be healthy after they serve selflessly for their country. Whether or not you agree with the mission at hand, those people served and they need to be taken care of. They entered into a contract with us to be taken care of when they're done. Anyway, so I probably didn't answer the question because that wasn't my experience, but I hope things are changing. I do. Lyle Snow, Jesse, I heard they're telling U.S. citizens to get out of Russia. Is this a bellwether sign that Putin is on the verge of getting really dangerous and stupid? Yes. It absolutely is. The State Department has warned, the United States government has warned American civilians to get out of Russia. I made a prediction. Again, I just told Dion that I don't like to make predictions, but here I am making another prediction. I don't think this is going to end well for Vladimir Putin. I think inside of a year or so, Putin's no longer going to be the leader of Russia. He's going to be deposed by some way or killed or just taken out of power. That would be my guess on things. There are people far more studious about these matters who probably would disagree. But if you're asking dumb, angry, shouty guy, that's what I think. So, but yeah, he's unpredictable. He is a caged animal. They're drafting old men and infirmed men to go to Ukraine to die in this senseless land grab, idiot war of Putin's. It's gross. Thanks for the question, Lyle. Charles Wisser, $5 super chat. Thank you very much. Jesse, good luck through what's coming. How could we push a bill that takes the ability to purchase single-family homes away from corporations? I I give my tacit endorsement. I am co-sponsoring this idea. It is being talked about right now. You've got companies, obviously the big ones that you know. You've got Redfin, and you've got Zillow, and these major these technology companies that are buying homes. What they do, this is just one facet of it, but they'll buy all the homes around certain other homes to raise the prices, and then they will sell them for massive profits. But there's also lesser known companies that are buying homes to turn them into rental properties, and then they control, because they own so many, they control the market. They control how much rent is charged. It is a criminal enterprise in my view. It is, in my view, the same thing as charging $50 for a bottle of water during a drought or a hurricane. It's the same thing, and it needs to be stopped, and Congress needs to wake up and be proactive about these things and not so reactive all the time. I realize there's a lot on the plate of the country, but things like this need to be dealt with because it doesn't just affect home prices, it also affects rental prices.